Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are unboxing the Ipsy Glam Bag and the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Now I was going to do these as two separate videos like I normally do, but time got away from me and I got my Glam Bag Plus before I managed to record my regular Glam Bag, so I'm just going to do them together. The Ipsy Glam Bag is a $10 a month subscription, although starting next month, that price is going to be going up to $12 a month. It comes with 5 sample and deluxe size beauty products, as well as a bag. And there are often also full-size products, but primarily they do focus on samples. The Glam Bag Plus is $25 a month, and it comes with 5 full-size products, a guaranteed value of $120 or more, and starting next month, it also will be coming with a bag. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to start with the Glam Bag Plus. Now, they have also started to where you can add up to 5 additional products. I do have add-ons in here, and we will be going through them as well. So the first thing we're going to pull out is my add-ons, I think. Well, let's go ahead and just pull everything out. Okay, so my add-ons for this month happen to include a lemon verbena clay mask from iBalm, which I'm really looking forward to trying. I prefer sample size on masks, especially clay masks and peel-off masks, just because if I don't like the product or I don't feel that it's doing what I need it to do for my skin, then a sample size product I feel a lot better about versus a full size product that ends up having a lot more go to waste. The second product we have is from C'est Moi, which translates to It's Me, and it is the Reflect Lip Gloss in the shade Bliss. And it is actually a really pretty shade. Let's go ahead and get a swatch of this. And I will be doing a try-on of all of the products from the 2 bags. There we go. At the end of the video. The next thing we have here is the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser. I got this, and it looks like the package is pretty beat up, as an add-on though, because I'd gotten a sample, a much smaller sample as a matter of fact, of the Confidence in a Cream, and I wanted to be able, or gel, I think it was something similar anyway, that I wanted to be able to try them as a duo. So we've got this. And then the fourth add-on is a set of sheet masks from Pharmacy. We've got the Hydrating Coconut Gel Sheet Mask and the Brightening Coconut Gel Sheet Mask. And I love sheet masks. They're just super easy. You put it on, you let it sit, you relax, and it just does its thing. So that's all of my add-ons. And let's go ahead and get into the bag itself. And I absolutely love this bag this month. It is a canvas bag. It's a really pretty pink color, and it's got all the little zodiac constellations on the front of it. So it also has this really cute plastic replica of a, looks like rose quartz, but it is plastic. It's not real. So open that up. The first thing we're going to pull out here is the card. It says, "Find your light. September is all about new paths and possibilities. So whether it's going all out with a bold new lip shade or masking at home to recharge from within, take a moment to rediscover your guiding North Star. Well, where will it lead you?" So here is this, and inside it's going to have information about all the products in the bag. On the back, it also talks a little bit about some of the upcoming changes to the regular Glam Bag. Starting this month, or next month, you will be able to choose one of the products for sure guaranteed to be in your bag. There will be up to 5 add-ons, which actually started this month. and that each Glam bag will have a $50 or more value. They're also introducing another bag, which is the Glam Bag Ultimate, which is going to be $50. I'm not going to be getting that one because I can't afford it right now. But it's going to come with a combination of full-sized and sample-sized products. And I don't remember right offhand how many products it is, that it's either 8 or 12 products that's going to be coming in that bag. So the first thing we're going to pull out of here is Nature's Cartel nail polish in the shade Bros Gold, and that is actually really, really pretty. Here's the front of the bottle. I like this shade a lot. So we're just gonna put just a little bit of that. I think I'm gonna do it on my pinky because that's actually a really nice looking nail right now, just to be able to see how it looks. That is a gorgeous nail polish. Here we have it. That is absolutely beautiful. I love that shade. Okay, and the next thing we have is Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. It does have a little plastic seal on the top of it. Try to get that out. Here we go. And just put a little bit of it from the top of the thing on here just to get a feel for it. That is really, really soft. Feels like it would be super, super hydrating. It's almost like a gel moisturizer. So that is really good. And it smells like watermelon, so that's a bonus. Okay, next we have Phase Zero Velvet Pressed Eyeshadow. Here's the box. It's just going to be a little single pan eyeshadow, I'm sure. And it is... Unless velvet is the shade, I'm not sure. Oh, that is so pretty. It's got a little mirror up at the top. That is a gorgeous purple. Let's go ahead and swatch this. Oh, that is so pretty. Very pigmented, very soft. Just the right amount of shimmer. That is a gorgeous shade. I can't wait to see what kind of look I can end up creating with this. Up next we have Ofra and Madison Miller lip gloss. And it's Smiley for Riley. This does look like just a really shimmery, almost nude, possibly closer to a clear gloss. Let's go ahead and swatch this here. Okay. It's got a lot of shimmer to it. It's got a lot of glitter in it. It's really pretty. I think it'd be really nice over a different lip color. That way it's able to just enhance because it doesn't have much color to itself. And the very last thing we have is a little bitty sample of Smashbox Studio 24-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. This is just a little, almost like single-use sample, probably. Just a little bit squeeze tube. Just a tiny, tiny bit of it here and swatch it here. And it looks like it's going to be a really good shade match, which is nice. I've got one of those skin tones that's really hard to match sometimes. So the fact that it is a good match is a good thing. Okay. So that is everything from the Glam bag. So let me go ahead and take these swatches off the back of my hand. And then we will take a look at the card and see what information it gives us about the products themselves. It should have what their full-size value is listed on the inside, but I can't make any guarantees because there's been times that it has not. Okay, I'm not seeing any kind of full-size prices on anything. I can tell you that this nail polish is most likely a full size. That's probably the only thing that is full-sized in here is the nail polish, but that's okay because with a lot of skincare stuff, it's better to get sample size. Then you find out if you like it, if your skin likes it, if it works well, or if you need something else for your skin. So that is everything. Now, the inside does have information about the products and has little tips for using them. So that's always good information to have. Now then, let's go ahead and jump into the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. And like I said earlier, this is a $25 a month subscription, and starting next month, it's going to be coming with a bag as well. And again, the first thing is the little card, and the front of the card has the same information as far as the theme for the month being Find Your Light, and inside it's got the products that are in here. Let me take a quick peek. Yes, it does have their full-sized values in here, so we've got that going for us. And again, the information on the back is basically the same thing, just that there's going to be 5 add-ons. You get to choose one of your own products, and that the Glam Bag will start, or the Glam Bag Plus will start coming with a bag. So let's go ahead and get in here. The first thing we have is from Apto Skincare, and it is a pomegranate mask. Definitely not what I would expect for the color of a pomegranate mask. I would expect it to be a deep ruby red like pomegranates are. Of course, it's got a safety seal inside. It doesn't really smell like pomegranate either. Let's go ahead and just get... Whoop. Sometimes all the plastic from the safety seal doesn't want to come off properly. There we go. Just to get a feel for the mask. It is a very smooth mask. It doesn't have the texture to it that some clay masks have. It's very rich feeling, so I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I like skincare a lot. Okay, so the next product we have is from Illamasqua. It is the Antimatter lipstick in the shade Solar. So there we go. Here is the front of the box. Let's open this up. And it's just a nice little square plastic tube. It is a bullet lipstick. Looks kind of pink. Let's see. It's actually really pretty for a pink shade. It's a matte, which is not something you find very often in a bullet lip, because most bullet lipsticks do have a bit of shine to them. That looks like it's going to be really nice. And I've got my work cut out for me trying to decide which lipstick I want to use. Next, we have the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder. Now, I received a sample size of this setting powder from Ipsy a while back. It's just a really fine white powder. It works pretty well for setting foundation. And of course the dogs are going to bark. I apologize for that. They think they have to bark at every little noise that they hear. Get the sticker off of here. There we go. It is just a fine white setting powder. It goes on very soft. So I will be giving that a try, of course. Next, we have another Ofra Madison Miller product. It is the Maddie palette from Middle Square, or MIDI palette from Miller Square. Okay, get this opened up. And it looks to be a blush and highlighter trio. Let's go ahead and get some swatches of these. Here is the first highlighter shade, the second highlighter shade, and here is the blush shade, which is in the middle. Let's see. My lighting is not very good for trying to show these swatches off. The highlighters have a good bit of shimmer. The blush looks like a really nice shade for my skin tone. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying these out as well. Okay, and the last thing that we have in the Glam Bag Plus is the Nomad Berlin Underground Special Edition Ipsy Eyeshadow Palette. And just from what I can see on the back, these shades are gorgeous. Oh my goodness, yes. Big mirror up here, but these shades are stunning. Okay, let's go ahead and get some swatches of these. Okay, we're going to do the top row, which starts here with this minty green, and sorry about that. Goes all the way over to this one down here, and they include the shade names Kreisberg, SO36, The Wall, East Side Gallery, and Techno. Okay, so here is the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. Okay. They feel really super soft in the pan. They seem to be very pigmented. Kreisberg is a very light minty green. It's almost too sheer to see here. The Wall is a very shimmery gold. Okay, so let's go ahead and wipe these off and get into the second row. We have NDW, Helden, Poor But Sexy, Techless, or Tackless, I'm not sure, and Love Parade. So here they are. Let me try again to get held in. It's a very yellow gold. And then Poor But Sexy is a bronzier gold. And then we have Tackless and Love Parade, which is a purple, although it shows up more brown in that swatch. It is a very dark purple. Okay, so let's go ahead and take these off. Okay, NDW is trying to stain just a little bit, as is Love Parade on these swatches, so be careful when using them. They might stain your eyelids. Although I have not seen anything on here saying that any of them are pressed powder, or pressed pigments. They are cruelty-free and vegan. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything saying that they are pressed pigments. So they should all be completely eye safe. If they're not, they didn't put it on the packaging. So let's go ahead and get the last row. We have Dush Punk, Chaos Stage. I cannot pronounce the third one on this row. It's Orenstraub, I'm assuming. And then we have Hansa and Club Anak. Now, obviously, some of this is not in English, and I do not speak German, so let's go ahead and get these swatched. Okay, and here is the last row swatched. This one is almost a greenish gold. It's actually almost the color that my skin tries to turn when I wear gold or use products with gold. So there's that. Okay, that black is also wanting to stain a little bit. So again, just be careful when using them. And watch out for the possibility of staining. Okay, so that is everything in this one. So let's go ahead and jump on into the try-on portion. So I'm going to take my glasses off. Give my eyes a minute to adjust. Now, we did get the Smashbox foundation. I'm going to go ahead and just use the mirror that came with this palette for application, just because it's convenient. Go ahead and make sure I get all these swatches off of my fingertips too. Don't want to smear makeup where it doesn't belong. Okay. Get out. Oh, probably should put on some primer first. So give me just a minute. I'm gonna pause this and I will be right back. Okay, so for primer, I used the Thank Me Later Face Illuminating Primer. And I applied just a thin layer of that to give my makeup something to cling onto. And that has had a moment to set. So we're going to go ahead and apply the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Please excuse the disgustingness of my beauty blender. I desperately need to clean it, but I hate cleaning my brushes, especially my beauty blender, because it always takes so much time. Just apply some of the foundation to the beauty blender itself, and pat a little bit of it all over, and then just blend that out. And yes, I do put it over my lips because it allows a slightly more even tone for my lipstick to go onto. And of course, I've got plenty of options for that today as well. Okay, so that looks to be pretty well blended out. Get it all over. It looks to be a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be, so I'm not loving it as much as I had hoped I was going to. I've got pale skin as it is, so anything that makes it look lighter than it actually is not real great. So I'm hoping that maybe more towards the middle of winter this might be a good shade. And I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't match quite as well as I had hoped it was going to, honestly. Because I was really hoping this would be a perfect shade match like it looked like it was going to be. Okay, so we've got that all blended out. It does seem to have a good coverage. So I do appreciate that. It just, like I said, it needed to be about a shade and a half darker than it actually is. But that's okay. So moving right along, let's go ahead and use some of the setting powder from Ciate London. Sprinkle a little bit of that over into the lid. There's my brush box. Got a big fluffy powder brush, which happens to be a Farrah 50F brush. And apply the setting powder just to kind of set the foundation into place. And again, being a translucent powder with a very white base over a foundation that's a little bit lighter than what I need does not help my ghostly appearing skin at all. Let me see. There we go. That is thoroughly blended out. I do like the feel of the powder. I just don't love the fact that it's so white, and it does cause a good bit of flashback as well, which is not great. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the blush and bronzer, or blush and highlighter. I'm not going to do bronzer today just because I don't have anywhere to go. I have no reason to really apply any bronzer for any reason today. So let's go ahead and use the Luxie 1010 small contour brush to apply the blush. I like the way this particular brush, the handle of it has that little spot for your thumb, which makes it really super easy to hold. And I actually like the way it distributes the blush pigment. It doesn't pick up too much because it's meant to be a contouring brush. So it doesn't pick up too much of the product, and it just makes application really, really easy. So I like this brush a lot. And then we will go in with the Color Workshop contour brush, which was just a cheap little brush. I think I'm going to use this highlighter over here today. And just go right up on top of the cheekbone here. Yes, I have high cheekbones. That is one of the few parts of my Native American heritage that I did pick up. I'm going to go down the tip of my nose and a little bit on my chin, just because those are high points that do pick up the sun quite a bit. Go in with just a little bit more. I like to add a good bit of shimmer just because I like the way it looks. It makes my whole face seem to glow, which is wonderful, especially when you have skin like mine. Okay, so now we're going to move into figuring out from my multitude of eyeshadows between the palette and the single pan. I think I'm going to do a purple eyeshadow look today. So we're going to start with Love Parade. Actually, no, we're going to start with, not that brush. Let me see if I can find a clean-ish brush. Here we go. This one appears to be pretty clean. And this is the Color Workshop concealer brush. I actually really like this one, though, for laying down a transition shade. And I'm going to use the Hansa, Hansa, as my transition shade. It is a slightly darker shimmery color. I'm just going to lay that right in here. It might be a little bit darker than what I was hoping it would be, though. So I may have to pick something else and go with a completely different look than what I was originally thinking. Okay, yeah, no, that's too dark. So I'm going to take that off because that's going to be way too dark with the purple. So I'm going to remove this and I will be right back. Okay, so I took that off, and I think instead of going with that one, I will go in with this brush, which I got from Walmart, to Poor But Sexy. It's not quite as dark. It's more of a bronzy gold. Let's see if that works a little bit better as a transition. Oh yes, that is a much, much safer transition shade. And just going into the crease with that, and a little below and a little above, just to kind of lay down a base. There we go. That's got that laid down. Now then, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of dust off this brush a little bit and reuse it. And I'm going to dip into Love Parade and go just on the lower part of the lash. It is a very, very rich purple, and I'm going to pull that out into the outer corner. There we go. And like I said, because it is such a rich shade, it doesn't take much, because it's a very, very dark color. Here we go. It's got that. I feel like I've got something in my eye, so that's not good. Okay. So now we are going to take this little $1 billion brow brush, and I'm actually going to use it to, just a second, as soon as I find it, I'm going to dip into the Phase 0 and use that to kind of line across the lower lash line. Of course, this would work better if this brush was slightly dampened, but it's not, so it's okay. I think I'm going to do the upper lash line as well. I'm also going to go in and do the inner corner with some of this particular, with the Phase 0 shade, just to draw the color more into the eye area, so that it's not concentrated as just the line, and it might be able to even blend out some of the Love Parade's darkness. There we go. That's got the line area done. And I'm going to go in with this brush to the Phase 0 yet again. And I'm going to do just the inner corner area, where the two colors just kind of slide into each other a little bit. And the Phase 0 definitely has quite a bit of fallout, which is not a good thing. But I love the shade itself. It's a really pretty, rich purple shade. And I like the way that it kind of blends into the Love Parade, which is a really much darker shade. It does, because of the fallout, amplify my dark circles dramatically. but I really like it. I think this would be great for a Halloween look. And now I'm going to go in with Helden up here onto the brow area just to add a bit of a shimmery highlighted look to that. There we go. And I'm just using I'm not really sure what to call it, but almost like a sponge applicator for the eyeshadow. Like I said, just right under the brow bone here. And then I'm going to take this brush here. This is a dual-ended Farrah brush. And I'm not going to dip this into anything. I'm just going to use it to blend everything out a little bit so that it's not quite so harsh. There we go. It's actually looking pretty nice. Now then, I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Illamasqua lipstick that I got in the Glam Bag Plus. It is kind of a bright shade, and might be a little too bright for this particular makeup look. So yeah, I'm not going to leave that. It's a little too bright for this makeup. Let's go ahead and take that back off and go in with the lip gloss instead that I ordered as an add-on. That might work a little bit better. Yeah, I definitely like that look a lot better. Okay, there we go. I'll put my glasses back on so I can actually see what I'm looking at. And it probably ends up looking horrible rather than as good as I thought it might. But there we have the finished look. Alright, that's everything from the Ipsy Glam Bag and Glam Bag Plus. Leave your feedback down below and let me know what y'all think. Thanks. Bye.